Imagine for a moment a world without art and culture, without music, cinema, dance, theater, literature, poetry. Don't you instantly have a sense of beauty, or a lack of it? That world would be a very dull place, devoid of imagination, the one thing that distinguishes us as human beings from other species. But we have art in order not to die from the truth, says Nietzsche, right? Well, I say maybe, just maybe, it has come a time where we have to die from that truth. It is the importance of the kind of art that is socially and politically engaged that I feel inclined to. Artists working in this realm use different media to express themselves, from traditional media like sculpture and painting, to film, video, performance and installation, to deal with key questions such as democracy, civil and human rights and responsibilities, the economy, migration and mobility, the environment, and a whole more of such issues. After all, art is in a sense political, as it is about a person's views and freedom to act, freedom to express themselves. The fact of the matter is that it is very, very difficult to define or categorize what exactly art is and how it functions. Therefore, one can never predict the ways in which it will affect people, change people's minds, or influence their subsequent behavior. Art is a form of soft power. That is why it is very often seen, and rightly so, as a threat. Art looks at the world with a critical eye. It can crack open cemented opinions. It challenges the given and opens up horizons, but beyond those which are familiar to us. It reaches farther than the accepted and the known, and beyond the inevitability that we have been told we cannot escape. It exposes that which is often hidden under the carpet. It testifies to the power of human imagination, the unique capacity of humans to project, to dream, and to reflect on the world not only as it is, but as it could or should be. It highlights important ideas, problems, and issues that are sidelined or silenced due to political or economic interests. Art functions as the conscience of society. It can foster dialogue, reconciliation, engagement, solidarity, connectivity, and understanding of those with opposing views. That is its beauty and its ungraspable value, for want of a better word. Artists themselves are a kind of free-floating intelligence independently operating, untied individuals who are free of the normative thinking of their environment and are able to act independently of social or class realities. Artists always see a world full of opportunities, chances, potential, possibilities, and prospects. Their ability to go beyond the possible and into the imaginable should be an example and an inspiration for us all. That's why it's always such an uphill struggle to get arts funding and general support. Artistic imagination and creativity are not added bonuses for society. They are not the icing on the cake. They are integral of the human spirit and human aspirations, an essential part of what makes us humans. I'm convinced that if more people engage with it, the world would be a much better place. In that sense, art should also have a much more important place in school curriculums and education. Most of all, art is the last frontier of unregulated free expression, which is particularly important on times when individual liberties are being annihilated, when public space, health, and information are increasingly being exposed as privatized and regulated by the neoliberal order. In that sense, art is born of and advocates freedom. So I look around and ask myself, what can I do with all these words and all these thoughts? To start, how to make art or where to find it when we are synced in a materialistic world in which values such as love, honor, bravery, respect aren't reflected much in what we produce, let alone consume. What is art today? Where are the artists of today? What are the movies, the stories, and the songs about? And what is it about art that matters so much in the first place? What can I practically do about it? At the end, it is about what we do with our life what matters, because our life is the most honest and always reachable canvas we have in order to create something meaningful with it and to inspire and influence the world around us. If not you, then who? If not now, then when? Here are some questions. How do we behave? What are our usual reactions and responses to the world around us, and why? How do we speak? How does our body speak, and what does it say? Where do we choose to invest our time, attention, and money? What do we support with our lifestyle? Who do we work for? And how does that all enhances our growth as human beings and our soul? What feelings do we feed? What do we create with those feelings that we feed? What kind of relationships? What kind of environment? And what do we do with those ideas ignored or aside, showing us about who or what we really are or could be? In that sense, aren't we all potential artists? But do we embrace ourselves? What about the other? What about empathy, tolerance? What about self-respect? Why do we feel injustice? Why do we get upset? Why do we feel ashamed? And what about our highest aspirations? How are we getting there? Do we search for virtue, beauty, knowledge, harmony, and a higher state of consciousness and reality? Are we fundamentally and honestly interested at all about all these things? Maybe we are in times where art also had to die, and maybe it has been dead for some time now. However, we are all responsible for the reality we face today and the one that will come tomorrow. Each one of us. Each one of the drops of water in this sea. So, what are you? Artist, leader, teacher, journalist, doctor, neighbor, parent, friend, doing about that?